ふと思ったんですよね。藤井風ってどうしてこんなに静かなのにあんなに深く刺さるんだろうってうるさくないんです。主張が強いわけでもない。でも聞いた後、なぜか胸のどこかがじんわりしてる。そういう音楽って実はすごく珍しい。岡山県の小さな町で生まれ育った彼は、幼い頃から父親の影響でピアノを弾き始めた。YouTube に動画を投稿していたのは、まだ世間がほとんど知らない頃のこと。洋楽のカバーをただ一人で弾いて、それをカメラの前に置いてた。特別な演出もなく、過剰なアピールもなく、ただそこに音楽があった。その佇まいが今も変わってないんですよね。デビューしてから、なんなん W もうええわ、死ぬのがいいわと、次々と楽曲を発表していく中で、多くの人が気づき始めた。この人の歌には、普通の J-POP とは違う何かがある、と、それが何なのか、最初はうまく言葉にならなかったと思うんです。でも聞き込むほどに、輪郭が見えてくる。藤井風の歌の中にある孤独は、誰かに傷つけられた孤独じゃない。誰かに理解されなかった孤独でもない。もっと静かで、もっと根っこにある。存在することそのものに感じる、ある種の距離感みたいなもの。死ぬのがいいわという曲があります。タイトルだけ見ると、少しギョッとするかもしれない。でも実際に聞いてみると、そこにあるのは絶望じゃなくて、むしろ逆で、誰かと一緒にいることへの切ない愛情だった。あなたのそばで死ねるなら、それが一番いい。そういう感覚、愛の表現として死を使うのは、日本語の感性の中ではそんなに珍しくない。でも彼の場合、それが軽くない。どこか本気っぽい。彼のインタビューや発言を追っていくと、一つのキーワードに何度もたどり着く。手放すという言葉、執着を手放す。自分を手放す。結果を手放す。これは仏教的な思想とも、ベーダーンタ哲学とも重なる感覚で、彼自身がインタビューでそういった精神的な探求について語ることがある。音楽を通して何かを伝えたいというより、音楽を通して自分自身が何かに近づこうとしているような印象を受ける。そしてその姿勢が聴く人に伝わる。帰ろうという曲があって、これがまた不思議な曲なんですよ。帰る場所の話をしているようで、どこにも帰れない人の話をしているようでもある。安心感とどこか根なし草みたいな感覚が同時になっている。藤井風の音楽を聴いていると、自分の中の名前のついていない感情にそっと触れられる気がする。言語化できなかったもの、ずっと見て見ぬふりをしていたもの。それが急に音の中でくっきりする瞬間がある。それが彼の音楽の核心にあるものだと思う。孤独を歌っているんじゃない。孤独と静かに向き合った人間のその後の音を鳴らしている。
I keep coming back to this image of him sitting alone at a piano in a quiet small room. In a quiet small room in Okayama, just playing not for anyone in particular, just because the music was there. There is something about that image that I find hard to let go of, I think, because most of what we see in the music world is performance. And I don't mean that in a cynical way, I just mean that most artists, even the great ones, are presenting something. They have shaped themselves into a version that works on a stage, that fits into a story people can understand, and that's fine, that's how it works. But Fujikaze doesn't feel like that. He feels like someone who forgot to do that step or maybe chose not to. And the result is this music that doesn't quite behave the way music is supposed to. It doesn't announce its emotion, it doesn't tell you how to feel. It just sits there quietly and waits. And somehow that patience is the most disarming thing. I've been thinking a lot lately about what loneliness actually is, not the dramatic kind, not the kind that comes from a breakup or losing someone, but the ambient kind, the kind that doesn't have a story attached to it. You're in a room full of people you love, and it's still there, just underneath everything. And this low that doesn't quite go away. I think that's what Fujikaze is writing about. Not loneliness as a wound, loneliness as a condition of being a person. And what's strange is that when he sings about it, it doesn't feel sad exactly, it feels honest, which is a different thing entirely. Sadness wants you to feel something with it. Honesty just shows you something and lets you decide. There is a line of thinking in certain spiritual traditions, and he's referenced some of this in his own words. This idea of releasing, of not clinging, where the self is not a problem to be solved, but a kind of passing weather. You don't fight it, you don't fix it, you just watch it move through. And I think his music lives in that space, not a transcendence exactly, more like acceptance that's a little tender. Like he's arrived somewhere, but he still remembers what it feels like to not be there yet. That's what gets me. Because a lot of spiritual or philosophical music ends up feeling a little cold, a little too arrived, like it's already on the other side of something and it's waving at you from across the water. But Fujikaze still sounds like he's in the water with you. He's just not panicking about it the way the rest of us are. I think the reason his music affects people so unexpectedly, and I've seen this people listening for the first time and just going quiet, is that it touches something that doesn't usually get touched. We are used to music that validates our emotion, that tells us, yes, what you're feeling is real. Here's the big chorus to prove it. And that's genuinely comforting. I'm not dismissing it. But this is different. The music doesn't validate the feeling, it gently suggests that maybe you don't need to carry it the way you have been carrying it. Not by telling you to let go, but by modeling what it looks like to hold something lightly. There is a difference between music that makes you feel seen and music that makes you feel less alone, and I think Fujikaze at his best does the second thing, not by mirroring you back to yourself, but by pointing at something beyond both of you. Something that maybe doesn't have a name, but you both recognize that's rare, that's genuinely rare. And I think that's why, even as he's grown into stadiums and international attention and all of that, the music hasn't grown louder in the way it usually does when someone gets bigger. He's still playing in that small room in some essential way, still just sitting with it, still letting the sound be what it is. I find that quietly extraordinary. That is what I was thinking about Fujikaze's piano picture. If you found this video interesting, kindly like this video and subscribe our channel for latest news and updates. Also, do share your thoughts in the comment box. We would love to hear your thoughts.